What's going on, PFBC family? I'm here with Pastor David Jackson, and we are just talking about what worship means to us and how we can spend the month of July really deepening our understanding of worship, but also the experience of worship. Because it's one thing to understand worship, it's a whole nother thing to actually experience worship. And I wonder if we are so busy in our lives that we don't take opportunities to quiet ourselves, to really just be with the Father. And so we at PFBC this month are dedicating our worship time and really the entire service to giving you an opportunity to quiet yourself in a different way, and maybe uncomfortable at times, but a different way to deepen all of our relationship with God.
Yeah, that's well put, and it's important for us to understand that worship is our way of communing with God, and that worship starts with your attitude internally that can determine your altitude externally, and how we posture ourselves with our heart space in what we are offering and giving to God. And so it reminds me of the passage in John chapter 11 and 12, where the disciples were they were upset at the fact that the woman opened up her alabaster box and poured this precious, expensive oil on the feet of Jesus. And what they didn't understand was her presentation to Jesus was in chapter 12 of John was based on what she had experienced in chapter 11. In chapter 11, we discover that, her brother was dead. Jesus comes, he calls her brother forth. And when we get to chapter 12, she's like, there's nothing more precious that she had than the oil. And she was willing to give that based on her experience. That was her worship, her reference to Jesus based on her experience with him.
Wow. And I think if we have experiences like that we don't express outwardly, people may never have known what her experience was, right? And so although they may have judged, they may have felt totally uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how I would have felt if somebody walked in and started washing your feet with some oil and her hair and her tears. That might make me feel really uncomfortable. But at the same time, when we quiet ourselves, like take a deep breath and really just allow ourselves to experience that moment, it's like, wow, this is such a special, just the reverence in the room. I can just imagine that. So that's what we want to create in July. And so this coming Sunday, it's our first Sunday. When you enter into the sanctuary, it's going to look a little different. It's going to sound a lot different. It's going to probably feel different. And that is our intention. And so we want to invite you to come in with an open mind, an open heart, and come as you are. However, that's not going to change. Just be comfortable and just allow yourself to experience this worship moment, and just allow God to speak to you in his way, maybe for the first time in a long time. And I'm excited to really see how this shifts us as the body of Christ, right? Not just one person or two people, but we get to experience it communally as a church. And for that, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, for real, invite your friends, invite your family. It will be it's only a different experience because it's something that we're not used to doing. It only becomes uncomfortable because it's something that we're not used to doing corporately. And so I'm excited, as Ashlyn talked about, it's your own authentic expression in quieting yourself to hear from God, but also your own authentic expression in how you communicate with God, right? This is not a cookie cutter, one size fits all type of thing. Worship is between you and the Father. And what would it look like for all of us to come together on one accord on Sunday morning, that we're going to offer everything we have to God, and we're going to receive everything that God has to give us on Sunday. Oh my God, I'm excited about it. What about you?
I'm excited too. I can't wait to see you all on Sunday. And like Pastor Dave said, invite your friends, your family. I almost just cannot wait to see that we don't even have enough chairs to fill all the people that are coming. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if each one of us brought 2 people? then we triple our numbers just on one Sunday. And that is not, it's not, yeah. We get to then experience worship together, right? And so that's the whole point. So we'll see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
We will be 10 a.m. service on the dot. On the dot.
On the dot. 3045 Research Drive. We are in our temporary location this Sunday, not in our current home 3069, but we will be up the hill at 3045. This is not one of those 10:15 start times. Like, get into the fire early. We will be starting, as Ashlyn said, on time, in time.
That's right. And actually, our service is starting with communion. So that, you definitely don't want to miss that. That is going to start right at 10 a.m. So we will see you there.
See you there. God bless.